Tarasenko, Panarin, Kreider, Zibanejad. Ranger goalies are going to be pretty happy about what they're seeing in terms of run support from the offense. Hey, everybody, welcome to 7-Eleven That's Hockey alongside Dave Poulin in studio and Mike Johnson in his home office. Actually, you're in Columbus, right, MJ? You're in Columbus? You're on the road doing some work?
Columbus for Leafs tomorrow, correct.
All right, there you go. Welcome, everybody. Good to have you on the show. All right, Poulin, your take on this deal from the New York Rangers standpoint.
I like it. I like being aggressive. I like getting out in front of it. You know, Chris Drury was very aggressive last year. Andrew Kopp, Tyler Mott, and Frankie Vetrano, but each deal was later. I wonder if there was something last year that went early that he didn't get, and that triggered this move for Tarasenko. But interesting piece as well is Niko Mikkola. He's a big 6'4" defenseman. He's rangy. He's hard to play against. He's got an edge to him, and he's going to be a perfect playoff player. Now, Tarasenko is the prize piece of the deal, without a question. He's the finisher. Where does he fit? That'll be the question in that top six. Does he play with Panarin, who's the ultimate disher? So I like the deal. I really like getting out ahead of it, Gino. I think that's a smart move. It gives them another 3 weeks to play together.
Yeah, but they're killing us for Trade Center.
There'll be lots to talk about. We can review this. We can review this for Trade Center, but I like it. I think it's the first move for Doug Armstrong, but I like it from a New York standpoint.
Yeah, listen, there's a lot to like. Tarasenko's a really good player. And what the Rangers were hoping to happen was maybe Kakko or Lafreniere could take a step forward and fill that top six void because they know they're a couple wingers short in their top six. Hasn't really happened for those guys, so Chris Drury recognizes that. Sees that third line, the kid line, they can keep them together. They've been pretty good as of late. And then goes and gets Tarasenko, a finisher when healthy. He's kind of good for 30 goals and 70 points. He's been good in the playoffs when healthy before. You mentioned the Panarin connection because Panarin is a pass-first distributing winger, exactly the kind of guy that Tarasenko wants to play with. And now you think if you want to roll Zibanejad and Kreider on the first line and whoever, maybe Kravtsov, and then you want to put Panarin with Trocheck and Tarasenko, and then the kid line, you're on to something there. And while the Rangers' top four is really good, adding Mikkola on the back end and the third pair makes them better. Mikkola's numbers weren't great in St. Louis this year, but on a better team with a bit more structure and support around him, curious to see how his performance picks up. So I like it from the Rangers. Gino, the only thing I'm interested about is that the return for the Blues doesn't seem quite so huge, given that, you know, it's a conditional first, what's going to end up being a third-round pick. So like a third rounder for Mikkola, a first for Tarasenko, the lower of the two picks. So they have the one with Dallas for the Nils Lundqvist trade as well. And then the Sammy Blais stuff, that's more of a salary dump and contract dumps. So a first for Tarasenko and not much else, and a third for Mikkola. That feels just okay when the Blues are picking up a lot of Tarasenko's salary as well. I'm surprised the return is not greater.
I thought the same thing, MJ, but the wrinkle could be the no move, no trade clause in Tarasenko's contract, right? So he's got that little piece of control, and that might have been what tipped the favor back to New York a little bit in what went back.